possibly can. Frankly, I really don't. This is about the Advice show. What's his name? Phil. Frankly, I don't care one way or the other what nationality his wife is. It's not my business. I'm not all inside somebody's bedroom, nor do I want to be in somebody's bedroom. We have gotten to the point where we want to be inside each other's body. Well, you shouldn't eat this. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't put weave in your hair. You shouldn't wear makeup. Look, man, I don't have that kind of time. It's amazing how some people want to control other people but can't even control their own kids or their own family member. But you want to control grown adult strangers? Are you serious? Nevertheless, I'm just saying, me personally, it doesn't matter one way to me or the other. But what I find quite comical, and I was trying to give you a little bit of advice, my brother, Phil. I know probably you don't even listen to my channel, but nevertheless, I was trying to tell y'all, drop that white supremacy nonsense, because it looks kind of strange, my brother, for you and that guy Tyreek, who I was talking about, white supremacy race soldiers. Well, bro, your mother-in-law is a European. I'm just saying. So, I mean, you out there talking white supremacy race soldiers, but your mother-in-law is a European, so that's a direct contradiction, brother. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And then you got the other lady, Cynthia, when she used to be, because she's kind of changed her tune up now, because I guess her channels were flagged and all that stuff. So she's changed her tune up from talking about what they call white supremacy. Now she's talking about the black man ain't shit. These people, man, I don't understand how y'all don't see it, man. When she even admitted out of her own mouth, that her sisters have mixed race babies. So I guess they're half Caucasoid. I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying, you can see the direct contradictions, but like I said, I'm gonna stay focused, man. I don't even log on to my channel African Rising that much, man, because to be honest with you, a lot of the videos I see, man, is just so depressing. And it don't even make no sense half the time, and it shows me that we're still on emotions, heavily on emotions, while the world is moving ahead. Blockchain is here, cryptocurrencies are here, automation is here. It ain't no more it's going to be, it's here, and they're going to change this world, believe it or not. You don't have to believe a damn thing I'm saying. I'm telling you, it's going to change this world. Whether you believe it or not, well, it's up to you. Automation, I'm telling you, talking to somebody who has lost a job once before after 6 years, no fault of my own, along with 48 other people, lost our jobs due to automation. So it's not like I don't know what I'm talking about. I know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? We lost our jobs because they didn't need that many of us anymore due to automation. I don't have time to sit around and, relationships, I mean, it's astonishing to me that we're in 2019 and I'm ahead of myself a little bit. In 2018, getting ready to be in 2019, less than 4 months. And we're still talking about relationship issues. Who's going with who? What you should do, what you're gonna tell you. You can't be pro-black and sleep in white, which is really amazing. Y'all complain about people sleeping white, but yet you live in white every day using your color scheme. You live in white every day. As I said before, where do you go to the store at? What kind of car are you driving? Toyota? A Lexus, which is nothing more than a souped up, well, not even a souped up, it's just a luxury model of the Toyota. What you driving, a Nissan? An Infiniti? Same thing with Infiniti. What you driving, a Cadillac? Tell me, what you driving? You're not driving any Katankas. You don't have any Katankas in America, in Britain, in the Caribbean. What are you talking about? Where do you go to shop your food? Walmart, Target, Kroger, Safeway, Publix, Albertsons? Where? Those are all European companies. I mean, I'm trying to see where y'all have this black nation at, this black country, but y'all have the I'm gonna get the gall to complain about somebody sleeping white when you live white every day. Where do you work at? Who owns the company? It seems to me, boy, I tell you, we just in some strange stuff that we still dealing with emotional problems. I don't understand that. Other races coming into your quote-unquote neighborhoods, taking over. the economy in your neighborhood. They do it in America, they do it in the Caribbean, they do it in Africa, and you're not seeing the correlation. If you don't create these businesses in your neighborhoods because you don't value them, somebody else will. That's what you don't understand. Why are you sitting there bickering and trying to expose all that? I'm going to expose everybody. I'm going to expose all these frauds. Okay, let's say you expose all these frauds, but for every one fraud you supposedly expose, 10 more will take their spots. So I don't really see the logic in it. You'll be doing that forever. At least until you die. Exposing like Steve Coakley. He was exposing everything. In the end, he neglected his own health. He died prematurely. I think it was heart failure or something along the lines like that. Something to do with his heart. Exposing, I'm going to expose everything, but in the end, you couldn't even expose your own health problems before they actually became a problem. I mean, you guys don't learn from history or learn from other people's mistakes. But nevertheless, man, keep on doing what you're doing. I'm going to keep focusing on the emerging technologies, emerging countries. And that's what I'm going to focus on, because I see potential for me to actually change the paradigm of my life, my children's life, and my grandchildren, who I don't even have yet, because my children are too young to have children. I mean, well, they're not too young. Well, the one is, but, you know, I'm looking out. I'm actually planning for children that's not even born yet in my family. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing. And that's what you should be doing, too, instead of focusing on all this drama back and forth and these people, the Cynthias, the Phils, and the Tyreeks, and all these other people, and Umars. And listen, you could expose them, like I said earlier in the video. You could expose them every day. Somebody else will take their spot and they will do it better. So you'll have a harder time exposing them, because they're watching too now. They're watching from their mistakes, and they're going to learn and say, well, I can do it a little bit better than how they did it. And they're not going to catch me that easy at all. They're going to learn. You know, the same way how these guys are using this quote unquote, and I'm going to end the video with this because I got other things to do. White supremacy. They got it synonymous with racism, white supremacy. But if I remember correctly, they did a story about what happened to some Zambian brother in China, rest in peace, brother, where the Chinese pulled him out, I think, of the house or the apartment where they were staying at and beat him to death. That wasn't racism, white supremacy. That was racism, Asians doing that. If I remember correctly, also, about a year or two, maybe 3, where some, I think it was in India, yes, it's India, and some Nigerians, if I'm not mistaken, were beaten up because they assumed that these were the Nigerians who sold an Indian boy some drugs and overdose. And that wasn't racism, white supremacy. That was racism, Indians doing that. If I remember correctly, again, back in 2011, had a city of Tawaga in Libya, where you can't find any African inhabitant of that little city. And those Arabs took a lot of African people and put them in zoos in Libya. That wasn't racism, white supremacy. No. That was racism, yes. Arabs doing that. But see, I know how y'all trying to make every narrative fit the one you want it to. White supremacy, because that's how you make your money. It's about time you change. It's really about time you change. And that's why, Brother Phil, getting back to you, and I'm going to end the video. That's why a lot of people came down on you, brother, because you're talking all this white supremacy stuff, and kind of looks a bit odd, brother. I'm just going to say it looks a bit odd, man. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to beat you up at all, man. I'm just going to say it looks a bit odd in some people's mind when you say white supremacy, but you see your wife. I'm just saying it looks a bit odd, man. That's all I'm going to say, and especially when you was doing some bashing and some people who was quote unquote swirling. I don't even know what the hell that's supposed to mean, but swirling. You know, looks kind of hypocritical, brother. And I'm calling you brother. I'm not going to call you any names, man. You know, I don't do the name calling. But just saying, it looks a bit odd, man. Just tighten up your game, man. Tighten it up. You know, and get off of this white supremacy crap, man. I know that's how you're making money, man, but it's about time you reinvent yourself and do something different. I mean, along the lines of you can cover the media, but Leave that white supremacy junk alone, man, because you're fighting an ideology, man. You're fighting an abstract concept, and really, you're gonna lose in the end. That's why you're getting a huge backlash, man. That's just my little piece, my little 2 cents, brother. Hope you reinvent yourself and figure it out. Stay strong, man. I'm out.